Hey, we got to get the energy going, man. You see
We
what I'm
got
saying?
to.
It's Saturday morning. Wake up in cash with Jay Money and Chris, man. What's up? I got our guy with a real genuine guy. Like to see everybody win, man. For the people, just like me. What's up with you? Chris be capping on Twitter. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him right now. What's up with you, my brother?
My God, Jay. Pleasure is always being on the show, man. We cashed yesterday. I know I sent the tweet out as well, so I know Crispy Cap and communities in here. We doing the spaces right afterwards. The grind never stops, Jay. We don't even look back on the past. We get right back to the future because there's more money to be made. Straight to business. Let's go. Let's get into it.
It's straight to business. You see what I'm saying? It's all business, guys. We're not worrying about yesterday, whether we won or we lost. It's all about today. First game up, man. We're going to the streets of Philly, man. I must say, sometimes I like to get Philly cheesesteaks. Not today, not today, man. Might be eating some honey on some today, man. But we got the Sixers here laying 5.5 versus the Hornets, Chris. This team is dysfunctional right now. If you look at it right now, the Hornets playing some of their best basketball of the season. They're fighting for a playoff spot. 7-1-1 against the spread last 9, playing on 2 days rest, which they are in this one. 3-0-1 against the spread last 4 meetings. They're 7-3 ATS last 10 games overall as well. And we know the Sixers, we saw them. Embiid kind of throwing Doc Rivers under the bus there. Doc Rivers throwing James Harden under the bus. I'm watching their post-game interviews and their radio guys up there. They're like, this offense stinks right now, man. And they're right. I'm not sure what's up with Harden, if he's playing hurt, if they need to rest him until the postseason. But I see the Hornets here having a shot to win this game, Chris. You like something here?
Well, I couldn't talk you off of it, Jay. I haven't got there to actually make it official yet, but no way I could talk you off of that. I saw the line last night open at early this morning when I woke up, Jay. I fell asleep early last night. I saw the line open at 7.5 in favor of Philly. And I'm thinking to myself, they're gonna win this game. The books think they're gonna win this game by 8 points, and they just lost to the Detroit Pistons. Oh man, no way possible could I lay that many points for Philly right now. Yeah, Jay, I'm with you, man. The Philly team, they're not buy on. You talk about that all the time, right? Is this a buy on team right now, or is this a buy off team? Do we need to fade this team, or do we need to buy? Philly's not a buy on team right now. What I got in my notes, Jay, is that they're coming off 1 day's rest, 3 straight losses and straight non-covers. Detroit, Milwaukee, and Phoenix, right? This is a one game homestand for them before they come back. They do have a back-to-back where they travel to Cleveland tomorrow as well. Maybe they bring it for that game. But I'm liking. I'm with you though, Jay. I could talk in circles about it. But one of the things that you didn't mention, Jay, because a lot of what you said I had in my notes as well. So Charlotte did officially clinch the play-in spot. The Knicks are eliminated with the win that they got the other day. But I like the quote. I like the quote. I like the quote, Jay. I like the quote coming out of the locker room from Borrego. He said, about the team not being satisfied. I think that's important to remember. Another one came out from Kelly Oubre, but Borrego, real quick, Jay. He said, he said they wanted more. Obviously, I want more for them. He's talking about the team, of course. He said, but it's got to come from them. We're not done. We want more. We're not satisfied with being in the playing position here. We want to climb. We want to get better. We want to build momentum. So that's the goal right now. And I love that. I love the energy that Charlotte's playing with. If you go back and look over the last 5-10 games, they're consistent. And that's what that's the buy-on that we want, Jay.
Exactly.
I feel like they've just been extremely consistent. Besides the slip up they had to the Knicks when the Knicks came into town and beat them without Julius Randle, that's probably been about 10 days now. They just is extremely consistent, Jay. I think they win this game. They could win this game outright as well. Only way I could look is the plus 5.5. I wish I would have caught it last night at 7.5, but I'll probably end up making that an official, Jay. I just haven't yet.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, my guy. Like the Hornets in this one. Sixers 3-7 against the spread last 10 home games. Bad team chemistry, and bad morale all over the team. You see what I'm saying? 0-3 straight up and against the spread last 3. They're 1-4 against the spread last 5 overall. 2-6-1 ATS last 9 games is the favorite. They're also 2-5 against the spread last 7 home games versus winning road teams. Also, first game of a back-to-back, so you get that element of, we have a game tomorrow as well. I like the Hornets here, plus the points, guys. I'm taking them plus 5.5 official play. It's Buzz City today, man. I'm taking the more inclined team right now, the team that's in better sorts, and they've been playing a lot better basketball lately. You're giving me points. I know that at any point the Sixers could get off the schneid and come up with a double-digit win, but they just had hadn't been playing well at the house. Like I say, the team morale is down. I'm going with the team that has the morale up right now, playing with confidence and the much more cleaner cut offense as well, man. Give me the Hornets here plus the 5.5. I see them win this game outright, man. Maybe the Sixers can get the job done versus the Cavs tomorrow. I'm fading the Sixers today. May ride them tomorrow versus the Cavs. In this one, Embiid will probably go over his points prop. Chris, I'm sure it's somewhere like around 30, 31.
Nah, they upped it, Jay. They upped it, Jay. So I failed on an Embiid prop. I failed on a James Harden prop in the Detroit game, Jay, when he had the meltdown in the fourth quarter. And I told people, I said I'll definitely be looking towards Embiid. I think one of the narrative things in that, Jay, is he's watching Jokic. Jokic had a big game last night against the Timberwolves, right? So I think Embiid dominates. Plumlee is barbecue chicken. He's barbecue chicken alert today, Jay. I think they don't have a center to match up with him. So I was looking for that 30, 31.5 line as well, Jay. I got on the sports book this morning. It's up to 33.5. And this the thing, Jay. I think he still go over there. I see Embiid going for 35 to 40 tonight, especially if James Harden come out there lackadaisical, like you don't want to play basketball. I think Embiid says, "Give me the ball, and you can go over there and stand in the corner like you Matisse Thybulle today." I could honestly see that happening and see him crushing that 33.5 line as well, Jay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Everybody in the chat, man, I see you as well. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. No negative energy in the chat, man. If you're trying to bring negative energy to the show, get your ass. I'm gonna block you for 5 minutes, man. Get your ass up out of here. But yeah, I like the Hornets in this one, my guys. If you look at it, I mean, I could go to the head-to-head matchups as well. The road team has won and covered every single one of these games as well. They faced Embiid 3 times already. They know what they have to do. Double Embiid. You send Plumlee to him, and then you got to send Bridges or Washington. Make the rest of the team beat you. Put the ball in Harden's hands. They went to double overtime. Let me see. I could go through it. I could really go through it. Philly won in overtime by 3 points in Charlotte with Embiid. He did what he wanted to in that one, 43 points. They still only won by 3 and had to go to overtime. This is with Plumlee over there. The next game, Embiid went off on them again. They only won by 4 points. You see what I'm saying? And then the most recent one, the Hornets start to figure them out and got the job done outright in Philly. I see them doing that again, even up the season series 2-2 tonight, my guys. Give me the Hornets here plus the 5.5. Don't want to spend too much time on this game, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of New York real quick. Chris, you talk about them being eliminated. I got a quote too. So I'm watching the post-game interviews. Tom Thibodeau says, "You're not eliminated till you're eliminated. Then when you are, you assess what you would need to assess." You know what I take that as? Let's start to look at these young guys. You dig what I'm saying? And if I'm looking at Fournier, he's saying we weren't really into the guys like we needed to. Maybe extend our defense a little bit more. We just were playing a little bit soft, man. Maybe we could be playing a little bit harder. The reporters asked him, how do you look at games now that you're eliminated? It's like, we're still going to come out here and play hard. Well, I hope the rest of the team has the same mindset that I does. I don't think that they do. The season is over for the Knicks. Hey, where are we going, baby? We're going to Cancun. Where are we going to Hawaii? Making vacation plans already. Very unpopular pick. I'm on the Cavs today. They need a confidence-boosting win and opponent. That's what they get here versus Knicks. I promise you, Chris, the last 8-9 times I said this shit cash every single time. Nothing's guaranteed, but I like the Cavs here. They are only 1-5 straight up and against the spread last 6 games, but they need to bounce back. And like I said, a confidence-boosting winning opponent, it's about to come tonight versus the Knicks. They're still playing for playoff seeding, have all the motivation in the world. The Knicks, their season is over. 0-4 against the spread, last 4 after a double-digit loss. 2-9 against the spread, last 11 home games. Eliminated. Give me the Cavs here, plus the 1.5. I know they've been playing terrible, but they're getting this win today, Chris.
Yeah, Jay, it's really hard to talk you off of that. It's really hard to talk myself into a play in this game, Jay. So, like you said, the Cavs, and why your play is so unpopular, because you have a Cavs team that's 0-4 ATS in their last 4 road games, 0-4 ATS in their last 4 games playing on 1 day's rest, 0-4 in their last 4 games as a favorite, 0-4 in their last 4 games following a straight-up loss, 0-5 in their last 5 games follow after allowed 125 points or more in their previous game. So you got Jared Allen. He's not back yet. They lose Mobley. But you do get a really intense hype. I think Darius Garland today, and hopefully Karis LeVert can bounce back as well, because he showed signs of some really good play, Jay, before he went to Atlanta and kind of just wasn't aggressive enough. I think that I think that the New York atmosphere, you know how it is playing in the Garden, Jay. I think that could be. I think
they come to play, Chris.
For sure. I think this is the game where you look at Garland props for sure. And like you said, Jay, I saw let's see, I think it was McBridge that was
McBride.
actually McBride. I'm
McBride
sorry,
and
McBride
Randall. They're
is
basically
probably
Randall's done for the season.
right, and you put McBride in, so that's a better matchup for the guards over there, in Cleveland as well. So yeah, Rondo, like you said, Rondo's done as well. But the things that make me, I can't take the Knicks, even though they are 6-0 ATS in their last 6 games overall and 7-1 ATS in their last 8 games. They're just not consistent enough for me, Jay. The Knicks are 1-6 ATS in their last 7 games as a home underdog, and 0-4 ATS in their last 4 games following a double-digit loss at home. So I can't get behind them. Also, to your point, Jay, you do get a Cavs team that's 7-3 ATS in the last 10 meetings in New York. So for some reason, they bring that energy to New York. Like you said, confidence boost and win. They're not trying to fall either. They're not trying to fall down into the seasons as well, because they continue to lose these games. So I do look for them to kind of get off the snide. And if I had to lean this one, Jay, I would ride with you, but it's nothing official for me. But I would ride with you on the Cavs.
I appreciate you for riding with me, my guy. Jerry in the chat, man, another good, genuine guy. He did me on Twitter, man. He just trying to help me out on all type of different stuff. He likes Garland over 24.5. I like it. Garland and LeVert. When I'm looking at this game, I'm saying Garland and LeVert have to cook in this game. I know that they don't have the centers. That's what makes the Cavs. I've been betting against the Cavs. They've been lackluster. But today, they're getting a win. It's a team playing for something versus a team that's not playing for anything. And I think you'll see it as well, just kind of free flowing, playing basketball out there, no real motivation out there. I see the Cavs, and honestly, I want to take the Cavs first half and full game. I really think they finna come out here and smack. I think we're going to Smack City today, man. Confidence boosting win and opponent. The Cavs need one. They still have everything to play for, and they got to start playing better basketball. Coming off a blowout loss as well. It's not too much on them. The Hawks are rolling right now. They played my Mavs really tough. That game went down to the wire. Then they had a back-to-back in Atlanta. They were supposed to get smashed in that game, and they were absolutely pissed off after the game as well. I think they're taking some frustrations tonight out on them Bockers, man. I got pants on, but they're not rolled up right below the Cavs. Give me not below the Cavs. Give me the Cavs, though, plus the 1.5. They're winning this game outright, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Atlanta here, Chris. I must say, I don't have a ton on this game. I would lean to the Hawks here with double revenge. I know that Trae Young got a little sore groin. It's crazy, Chris, because the right leg, my groin is sore too, bro. It's been fucked up for a little while. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, bro, but my groin is messed up too. But I was still running the other day a little bit. But regardless of that, Chris, I lean Hawks here with the double revenge. The Nets do have a couple of key pieces out in Bruce Brown and Dragic. I lean Hawks here. I lean Hawks. I think they get to win some double revenge, Chris.
Yeah, Jay. So this game was back and forth for me, and it's really hard. Like, I know you talked about it the other day, Jay. These teams in the top of the Eastern Conference trying to avoid the Brooklyn Nets. Really hard to figure out, who you want to bet on in these spots, man. But this game specifically, you actually do get two teams that I think are looking for wins. You get two buy-on teams, James, which makes it hard for me to kind of pick and spot.
Exactly.
So I saw the line open at 2. It went down to 1.5. Interesting, though, Jay, with the news, this isn't the early game. This is a 7 o'clock game. But when I saw the news come out about 25-30 minutes ago about Trae Young, potentially being a game-time decision with that groin injury, the line didn't move, Jay. It stayed at 2. And I was like, man, that's pretty interesting. I thought that might shift the line a little more into Brooklyn favor. Go ahead.
I did see it was down to like 1, and then I did see it get popped back up to 2. Because basically the reason why it went down, the Bruce Brown and Dragic injury came out. They got announced out, so it come down to 1. And then when they're saying that Trae Young, I think he's gonna play. He's listed as probable. He's game time. He's probably a little bit. He's not gonna be 100%, guys. I can tell you that. But he did come back in the second half of the last game. That's what you want to see. If he wasn't gonna play in this game, he wouldn't have came back in that last one. So I do think he's gonna play. I know this is a crazy game. I could see it going either way, but if I had a free bet, I would be taking the Hawks to win. My guy Martin in the chat saying it's Quavo Day for the Hawks over there. The Hawks are starting to round into form, guys. You got to see when these teams are starting to play their best basketball of the season. The Hawks are starting to ball again, man. I know the Nets on the road are something different. They're coming off a tough loss as well, but the Hawks right now, in my opinion, playing the better basketball. But you obviously got to shut down KD and Kyrie. But Chris, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, Jay. I agree with everything that you said, bro. And that's what makes it so hard. You get like you said, Jay. Brooklyn 6-4 straight up, but only 4-6 ATS last 10. Atlanta, like you said, they're turning that corner. We thought it would come a little bit earlier than it came, I think. But last 10, 7-3, 6-4 ATS. 21-18 at home, 4-0 ATS in their last 4 games overall. They got some really, really big wins. Here's the key factors for me though, Jay, in this one. So for Atlanta, this is the 3rd game in 4 nights. It's also the 4th game in 6 nights. So even if Trey plays, he I don't think he's going to, like you said, he's not going to be 100%. It was very promising to see him get up, go to the locker room, come back and return in that game. But the Nets, like you said, Jay, on the road, man, they're a different animal on the road. I know they got Kyrie back at home. To me, it's really, really difficult to be able to trust their defense. I do think that they have more offense, even with, taking out Dragic and taking out Brown for this one. The Nets are also 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games as a road favorite, 8-2 ATS in their last 11 road games in general. 6-2 ATS in their last road game, in their last 8 road games versus the team with a winning home record. So for me, it's like, that's what everything that wants to makes me jump on the Nets. But then you also get the Nets that's 1-4 ATS in their last 5 overall, 0-4 ATS in their last 4 games playing on 1 day's rest. So it's really, really difficult for me, Jay. And the Hawks on the Hawks side, you get a team that's 2-6 ATS in their last 8 after scoring 125 points or more in their previous game, and 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games as an underdog. So if you go back and look at some of the Hawks wins that they starting to clutter, a lot of those have been against teams that aren't necessarily the greatest. They do got to win against.
That's a good point.
They got to win against Golden State. I think it was last Friday, Jay. But then you go and you beat up on OKC. I think they got Indiana again. You get the Cavs that we just talked about, the Cavs going through their struggles without their injuries. So to me, I lean Brooklyn. I like it, Jay, because the spread is so small. But nothing official for me. I'm gonna wait until I like to let all the injuries and stuff go through before I jump on it. So nothing official, but I lean -2 for the -2.
Yeah, and Chris, don't let me talk you off. I always say, if I'm not on some official, even if I am on some official, if you like some, you didn't put the work in, you got to ride with your good. That's a good point. I must say, like, with this being such a toss-up game, this isn't one of my main games, so I'll be straight up honest with you. I didn't even look to see that it's 4th game. I know that they're playing some lackluster opponents, but I didn't see the 4th and 6th night, so there would be a fade spot for me with the Hawks as well, especially with Trae Young not being 100%, Chris. So if you like the Nets, don't let me talk you off. Could definitely be a good look there, my brother. Let's go over here to the next game. Another game I don't have. This is a toss-up game. Not every game that you see a close line with is a toss-up game, in my opinion, but this is one I could see going either way. You got the Heat laying 2 versus Chicago here. The Heat have a big game versus the Raptors tomorrow on deck. Obviously, Lowry going back home. You got the Bulls with revenge here. They do play a lot better at the house as well. My thing is, they suck. They are trash against top-tier teams, right? So even though you'd like to take the revenge spot with the Bulls, you know that the Heat have a game tomorrow, but the Bulls lose these games versus top-tier teams every single time. Chris, you like some here?
Yeah, Jay, you summed it up perfectly, bro. You summed it up perfectly. For me, Jay, I'm still trying to figure out what Miami's doing. Like, are they really like trying to win basketball games again, or like was it just because they played against the Kings the other day, right, and got the win against the Heat, when the Heat were without Robert Williams. So looking at that, Jay, it's really, really difficult. I will say though, Jay, in those revenge games, the Bulls are 8-10 in games revenge and losses on the season, right? Miami's the better defensive team. Miami at full strength can be the better offensive team. I also think, Jay, I know for sure Zach LaVine, he's been coming out and saying it in his press conferences. He's not 100%. I expected him to dominate that game the other day when they played against Washington. He just kind of sat around and DeRozan had to take over and drop 50 points in overtime for them to get that win. But the thing about so I guess I'm leaning more towards the Heat, but I can't take them to the pay window right now, Jay. They're not a buy-on team for me. 5-5 ATS last 10, just 3-7. 5-5 overall, 3-7 ATS. They do typically perform better at home, even recently though, Jay. I'm sorry, on the road recently. 6-1-1 ATS in the last 8 games as a road favorite. 5-1 ATS in the last 6. But those games that they did win, Jay, I was looking into that as well. Those games that they did win, all of them have been so close. Extremely close. Those lines when they cover are about 1.5, 5, right? So you're not getting a lot of margin in the spread. I think the line could be set really, really sharp, Jay. Head to head, Heat are 5-0 ATS in the last 5 meetings in Chicago. So maybe that's something you want to take into consideration. And 5-1 ATS in the last 6 meetings. So like you said, Chicago's not, performing as well against in these games where they should play up to competition. So yeah, they are getting the guys back though. Patrick Williams is back now, Jay. Levine, kind of coming into form as well. I think it's a really good game, kind of like a popcorn game for me, Jay. I don't think I would play a side at all. Probably just watch it.
Yeah, that's a good point there. This is a tough one for me. This is definitely the type of games that I watch, man. Maybe second half bet live or something. Once you see which one team, like say when the Heat come to play, they're one of the best teams in the league. I think they're the best team in the East as well, man. Obviously when they come to play every day. So tough game for me, nothing official. And I'll watch that game and see what happens, man. Last game up. Let's go over here to the streets of the Golden Streets. You see what I'm saying? We got the Warriors here getting 2 versus the Jazz, man. I don't know what to say about the Jazz here, Chris. I know I always like to say a lot. You like something in this game?
This is what I'll tell you, Jay. I'm really kept this game extremely like to the extreme, as far as like analytical data. But the eye test, Jay, it tells me that for one, I can't trust the Jazz. I definitely can't trust the Jazz on the road. And typically it's because of their defense. Like I watched this team give up so many points to the Lakers without LeBron James the other day. Like it was atrocious. I had no idea. I wish I had just hopped on the Laker team total over, right? You get Golden State back at home. They perform, to me, they perform better than expected. They exceeded my expectations against the Phoenix Suns the other day. I did not think that they would be able to hold that game and cover that spread the way that they did. And they did it the whole game too. It wasn't like, they got down by a lot of points and then had to, fight their way back into it. I think they're really trying to get a win here, Jay. I really do. You do get a revenge game for Golden State as well. They're 9-3 ATS at revenging those losses. So the only way I could look in this one would probably be towards the Warriors, Jay, because I can't back the Jazz on the road. They just don't play enough defense. Probably it's a Golden State team total, and a prop that I haven't even looked into yet. But it might be a pool party, Jay. San Francisco.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's probably gonna be a pool party. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's sunny out there. Since the bikini's out, the lady. It's probably gonna be a pool party because that defense is not good at all. Jordan Poole's been balling. He's been a baller, Jay. And if he can do that against that Phoenix Suns defense the other night, I'm pretty sure he could do it against this Utah Jazz defense as well. That doesn't have a lot of perimeter defense at all. So yeah,
you called it, bro. The Jazz defensively, obviously they have Gobert. That's what they lean their head on. The perimeter defenders are not great. It's simple. Jordan, like you said, Jordan Poole is playing for a bag. I'll be honest with you guys. This is probably the third best play, but I do like the Warriors in this one, man. I wish they would sit Klay Thompson, put him off the bench or something. The guy is not starting caliber right now. I love Klay, but it's just not the same off the injuries. I would love for them. Wiggins hadn't even been as great as well, but they did. Draymond did start to play like his old self last game as far as calling out the defense, being very vocal. He's going to have to be big in this game. Wiggins is going to have to wake up as well. Hopefully Klay Thompson can hit some threes, but Poole is the key here. Also, the bench play is the key here. When guys like Otto Porter Jr., Iguodala, and Gary Payton II with the defense coming in here, guys like Moody and Kuminga, that's where they have the edge here when the starters are off the floor for the Jazz as well, man. Jazz starting to get up there in age. Guys like Bogdanovich, Conley, and O'Neal, they kind of getting up there in age. This Jazz team in the same team on the road, man. You look at the Warriors, they're 7-0 against the spread. Last 7 games as a home underdog. The revenge spot as well from a blowout loss, 111-85, February 9th. There was no Draymond or no Gobert in that game, so you can't be getting blown out like that without Gobert, but still, Jazz 0-5 straight up and ATS last 5 games on the road. They're 1-8 against the spread last 9 as a road fave, and 2-6 against the spread last 8 following a straight up win. You like to take the Jazz at the house, man. If this in the Lakers that you're following, that you're going up against here, and the Warriors, they're pissed off, man. They lost 3 straight games. I see them getting back on track tonight, so I did put a little sum on Warriors plus the 2 here. Like I say, this is probably the third best play as far as confidence-wise, but I think I'm fading the Jazz on the road once again, man. I do not think this is a top caliber team. I know a lot of people are on them. It's a lot of people that I respect on the Jazz today. I don't care. It's Warriors or nothing for me. And like I say, guys, I always say, don't let me talk at your play. If you like the Jazz, go and ride with them. Me personally, I'm gonna keep picking my spots to fade these guys. I think the Warriors are going to get back on track here tonight versus this Jazz team. Give me the Warriors here plus the 2 here, Chris. You like anything else on this one, or you want to go ahead and get to the officials?
Nah, Jay, I think that's it. I think you make a lot of valid points, and the only way I could play this game as well, Jay, that'd be my lean as well. Only way I could play this game is Warriors. I just don't trust, like I said, I don't trust the Jazz defense, specifically on the road. And like you said, Golden State should be the more hungry, more motivated team. And I think they do come out here and they you go give them points. I think that they're gonna eventually get a win. Also, to your point though, Jay, you reference Rudy Gobert and Draymond. Draymond writes some checks that when he talk about Rudy Gobert a lot of times, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to cash them tonight. You know what I mean? So I expect a lot from Draymond. A real big game from him. Him and Rudy Gobert don't like each other. He's kind of made that public. He's called him soft. Talking about him crying, all that. All that different stuff. So, so yeah, I think Draymond gonna try to punk him tonight, man. I expect Draymond to play well. Like I said, it's probably gonna be a pool party, Jay. I might go throw my swimming trunks on and get Jordan Poole player props.
What's the props? I was gonna say, what's the props in threes?
Honestly, I ain't even seen them yet, Jay. But honestly, when you know something, you go look at the line and you like it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I haven't even looked at him yet, Jay. If I'm being totally honest, but he the only player I could look at, on that Golden State side of things. Just given his usage without Steph, since Steph's been gone, and the consistency as well, Jay. Now he's back at home. He's in front of his fans. That takes him to a totally new level. He probably be sitting at 24, 25. Yeah, there you go. 25 and a half.
They're already on it. They on it. I like it. He going for 30
like
in his
sleep. I like it. Yeah. No, I'm with that, Jay. That's why that would be my strongest lean, other than the 2 points as well. Like you said, give him, you give him 2. I think they could win this game straight up.
Yeah, I like it, man. Definitely gonna be a pool party tonight. He's having to be Steph, and he's also pissed as well. A lot of people saying, "Why you throw up that shot, man?" With 4 or 5 seconds left, he's like, "Damn, I thought they was finna foul me." So I expect these guys are coming off a lot. They're pissed off. They're coming off a tough loss versus the Suns, where they had a chance to win that game. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going against 3 dysfunctional teams today, guys. That's what we're doing. First, I want to let you know about the shirts, man. You know what? I'm gonna extend the $10 off on the if you would like to get. So I got some new Smack Cities coming, man. I got these coming in gray and in black. So I'm going to do $10 off to smack the gray or black Smack Cities and also the black and orange NBA Talk with Jay. If you'd like one of those shirts, $10 off again today, my guys. Just those 3, the gray Smack City, black Smack City, and then the black NBA Talk with Jay with the logos as well. Still hit me up, man. NBA Talk with Jay on Gmail, or you can also DM me on Twitter, my guys. And hey, hit me up, man. Let's get one of these shirts. The good luck shirts. Put that shirt on and let's cash. Now to the free picks. As always, guys, we got games starting. Chris, break them off with whatever you like in props, totals, team totals, over whatever you like, my brother.
Yeah, Jay. So I haven't really gotten into the team totals yet. I'm gonna take a little deeper dive into those when I get off of this before I do the spaces. So feel free to jump on Twitter, give me a follow. Y'all can jump into spaces. It's real collaborative. Feel free to do that. But as far as officials day, I haven't placed any tickets yet. I'm not gonna come on the show and say I play something that I haven't. I typically, wait and place my bets. We got about 40 minutes before game time in the Hornets and the 76ers game. But I'm jumping on that line with you as well, Jay. That 5.5 just seems like a little bit too much for me. If Philly wins this game, I can't see it being by more than a possession or 2. So that's a very, very strong lean for me. As far as the Cavs and the Knicks, I think I'll stay off of that game, but I do love Darius Garland in that game. And then Nets Hawks, Jay. I really lean, like I said, I really lean Brooklyn. -2, on the road, coming off a loss. Trae Young being, not being 100%, 4th game in 6 nights. And so I lean there. Nothing official for me in the Heat and the Bulls game at all. And then tonight, Jay, it's probably gonna be a pool party, man. I know it's a little late, but it's gonna probably be a pool party tonight. I'm gonna look heavily into his pair props, and if I like anything, I'll definitely tweet it. And Jay,
who's guarding pool?
Nobody. Nope, they don't have anybody that can guard pool. And Jay, I want to take a second real quick before I kick it back to you, man, and say I appreciate you, my brother, for allowing me to be on the show. I love coming in here and dropping the knowledge, chopping it up. We could talk about basketball for hours upon hours all day long, my brother. So appreciate the opportunity. I'm copping one of those black NBA with Jay shirts. Support my guy. Get my $10 off. You can't beat it. Jay giving y'all free picks every single day. If you know, you know. If you've been tailing, you've been cashing. So shout out to Jay. Appreciate the love and support, Jay, always, bro.
Appreciate that, my bro. We got 1,005 in here, man, watching
Let's
live,
go.
man. 1,013, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate the hell out of y'all, man. I know y'all trying to get some money. That's why you're here. Yeah, in college basketball, guys, I'm on Duke. I must say, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I didn't lay the points. I took Duke money line. It is what it is. That's what I took, safe play. I take Duke money line this one and the championship game. Coach K going out in style. It's better that way. It's better for college basketball, guys. Sometimes you just got to realize you just don't even look at the game. Just look at the big picture, right? Coach K is going out in style, man. Duke money line. I still like the -4. Just personally, what my money's on. I bet this when the lines came out. But Duke money line for me. Still like the 4 though. That's it for me on that one. Would heavily lean to that Villanova and Kansas game under, my guys. Especially without more out there. Villanova was already just 6 man deep. Now they're only 5 men deep. They're going to have to do it with defense. If they want to stay in the game versus Kansas, it's going to be with defense. Kansas defense isn't too bad either. So it'd be under for me in that one, but I'm on Duke money line. For me, guys, in the NBA today, I'm on the Hornets plus the 5.5. This game starts in 30 minutes. I'm going up. We're fading the dysfunctional team today, especially me getting points. I'm taking the hotter team right now. They're trying to even up the series right now versus the Sixers as well. Already, but they've covered the spread already versus these guys twice already this season. Took them to overtime. Embiid usually has big games, but they still keep the game close. Why? Because the rest of the team can't hang. The Hornets team offense is really clicking right now. Also, first game of back-to-back versus for the Sixers as well. Give me the Hornets here plus the 5.5. They are 3-0-1 against the spread last 4 meetings. Hornets plus 5.5. Cavs plus 1.5. Need a confidence boosting win and opponent, and that's what they're gonna get here tonight versus the Knicks, who are eliminated from the playoffs. Cavs still have a ton to play for. I know that they've been sliding down, guys, but this is a winnable game for them, and I see them coming out here motivated. Garland and LeVert are going off tonight in the Garden. Give me the Cavs plus the 1.5, and the Warriors. They're 7-0 against the spread. Last 7 as a home underdog. That's the role that they're in tonight, coming off a tough loss versus a much better Suns team. I think they take care of business versus this Jazz squad. Jordan Poole will go off, go bunkers from 3 once again. Has a lot to prove, playing for a bag as well. Smaller play for me on the Warriors there, but I still like it. Plus the 2. We're going against 3 dysfunctional teams: Hornets, Cavs, Warriors. Let's go 3-0. One time, my guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit me up for the shirts, NbaTalkWithJay at Gmail. Everybody that wants to bring positive energy, I appreciate the hell out of you, man. You want to bring negative energy, it's not going to work. I appreciate y'all. Even the haters in the chat, man. Let's get some cash, man. We out, my guys. Let's go 3-0 one time for the one time. Go follow my guy, Chris, on Twitter, at Chris B. Capping, my guys. We out.